13th. Make sure to hit the NBA store and stock up on gear to rep your team. Now let's check out your outfits. You submitted your style to social media using the hashtag 2KTVSwag. Let's see what y'all are working with. Nothing beats that 2KTV swag. Oh! Drip like Niagara! Look at that t-shirt! If you're trying to suck up, it's working!
What's up, Coach?
Okay, you're gonna run with the starters tonight. We want to give you a look at the first unit, see how it goes.
What about...
No, I already talked to him. We're gonna do what's best for the team, which means you have got to perform. You earned this spot, but it's up to you if it sticks.
I got you. I won't take anything for granted.
Make this count, Jay.
Will do. Understood.
Hey, good luck out there, kid.
Hey, thanks, Sarge. I appreciate you.
Hey, Che.
What's
I
up?
need you with the rest of the starters. We're going to take a pic for social.
A picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's go. All right, gentlemen, let's huddle up here for photo. Get all in there. All right, group up a little bit more. Okay, why don't you guys take a big step back? That look good? Okay. All right, thanks everyone. Thank you so much. It's gonna turn out fun.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the destination for the Jazz. Explosive. The only way you can describe Donovan Mitchell. Looking to leave his mark as they settle in for game time at Fiserv Forum. Jazz. Bucks up next.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Milwaukee Bucks at Fiserv Forum. Well, for the Bucks, they're currently the third-place team in the East, which doesn't represent much of a change from their finish a year ago. They're one of the conference's elite teams again. And we've got a chance to watch one of the hotter rookies in the league. Che's been a fantastic find for this team, Shaq.
Yeah, a lot of people expected Che to be eased into action, but no. His fast start has turned heads, and he's earned every minute.
Well, Che has the poise that rarely you see out of rookies. And those years at the Bay City, where he was refining his game, he's hitting the ground running.
That wraps it up for now. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later.
Che.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, it was just a matter of time before Che was added to the starting lineup. Fans had been questioning why Che was still coming off the bench. Coach said he wanted to make sure not to rush Che and potentially overwhelm him. Either way, this does not look like it's a temporary switch. Guys?
Thank you for that, David. Greg, quite a few people have been expecting this to happen.
Yeah, with the amount of time Che spent in college, you figured he'd be polished coming into the league. The question was, would he buy in? And I think we've gotten our answer.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Williams-Goss in at point guard. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Jay out there at Bledsoe. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
And I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally.
So the Bucks win the tip. Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. Passes it to Jay. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Jay's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for Milwaukee. Well, you have to applaud Jay for doing what he feels is right. I heard that, Greg, after a recent game, he made sure to spend time with his fans.
And that is something that you don't see enough of from the young rookies coming into the league. Glad to hear that Jay remembers that ultimately it is all about the fans.
Here's Williams-Goss. Pass to Gobert. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris, no shortcuts.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. This is a group that has to be value-spaced with their free agent acquisitions in a small market. The draft picks have got to be smart. Their teaching and cultivating of that talent and development is absolutely critical.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Whereas for some players now in their second seasons, you can tell just how big the jump is between that first year and their second year in the league.
I think, Kevin, it's probably the single biggest growth opportunity. One of the things that happens is the game slows down for second-year players. Very rarely do you see a guy take a step backwards. They're comfortable, they're more confident, and they know what to expect.
Here's the pass to Jay. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Giannis. Here's Jay. Passes it to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. Here's Jay. Clock at 6. Bledsoe passes to Jay. Milwaukee, no good that time either. So for the Jazz, their last game a loss to the Pelicans. Mitchell's shot is good.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
Jay, the pass to Giannis. Trying to get open is Lopez. Giannis, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Ingles, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And one of those blue guys, Joe Ingles. Doris, talk about what he's brought to the table.
Oh, he brings so much to the table. Joe is an excellent shooter and passer. Mentally, he's got a great IQ. He's a leader, a communicator. And I'll say this to you, on the defensive end, they typically give him a very tough guard.
And So the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Jay.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D.
Kicks it down to Middleton. On the wing, Giannis. 4 on the clock. Count that bucket.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Here's Williams-Goss. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Mitchell. 14th in steals, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands, always looking to force a mistake. Right side, Antetokounmpo. No good that time. The Jazz go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Milwaukee in the lead. Jay, covered by Mitchell. Jay, the pass to Bledsoe. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Ingles. Lets it go from deep. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Milwaukee leading by 4. Bledsoe for 3. It's good from long range.
Well, I'll tell you, it's shooting with confidence right now. Eric Bledsoe off the catch and shoot doing work.
Here's Williams-Goss. Guarded by Bledsoe. Mitchell left side. Will it go? And it's off the back rim. No good.
I guess even he is one of those once in a while.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Utah called for the foul. The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Jazz. 8-point game. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot.
Jazz trail by 10. Williams-Goss the pass to Mitchell. And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
Chance now to check out the NBA's most efficient scorers. 3rd is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Williams-Goss. Guarded by Bledsoe. Just 4 to shoot. They need this one. Rebound, Milwaukee. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better? Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
On the wing, Ingles. Here's Mitchell. Good D by Lopez.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Jazz trail by 12. Utah calls timeout. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who want...
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. Pass to Ingles. Now here's Gobert. He's covered by Murray. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
So on the floor for Utah, we got Joe Ingles. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Mitchell in at the one. Hits it from three-point range. And that's now 9 points for Jay. Well, you knew it was a matter of time before this team made the adjustment. Che now officially a starter for them going forward.
And being a starter wasn't handed to Che. And the fact that he had to fight his way up the pecking order of the roster should make this mean all that much more to him. Easy call to move him into the starting lineup with how he's playing.
Now, Gobert. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Pulls up on the wing. Bogdanovich, no luck. Bucks leading by 19 points. Here's Jay, stolen by Mitchell. And the rejection by Giannis. And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovich. Good on the shot.
Yeah, great body control, and no one was around on defense to contest.
Outside for Bledsoe. To the middle, here's Murray. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Murray's got his first points of the night.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Utah. They were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance.
Right now for the Jazz, so far it looks like the adjustments they made in the offseason aren't going to produce the desired effect.
And remember, this was a team that had talked about the importance of getting off to a quick start. This has been a worst-case scenario. Their confidence is shaken.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here is O'Neal. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by O'Neal. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
I tell you, increasingly able to contribute on the offensive end, and that's a problem. Rudy Gobert's going to work.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And the Jazz call time here. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Fade away. That shot off the mark. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Jay, guarded by O'Neal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
Milwaukee making a switch. Lopez is checked in. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Bogdanovich left side. Now, here's Ingles. They get it back.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The shot's good from Jay.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Mitchell kicks to Ingles. Outside Bogdanovich. Over Lopez. The Jazz with another miss. Bucks leading by 22.
Boy, when you talk to his teammates and his coaching staff, Bojan Bogdanovic, one of the toughest guys you'll see in the league. He doesn't say much, kind of stays to himself, but boy, when the ball goes up, does this guy compete.
Bledsoe for 3, and the call will be against Robin Lopez. That is his first foul of the game. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Knocked loose. It's Solomon to Kumbo. And onto Kumbo, slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Down low, here's Mitchell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Boy, you have to admire Donovan Mitchell. This guy is capable of playing either guard position, and he plays with so much passion and energy, guys. It's infectious.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Davis comes in for Joe Ingles, and Williams-Goss subbed in for Royce O'Neal.
Now that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
For Utah, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Mitchell passes to Williams-Goss. Gobert in the corner. And the pass to Williams-Goss. 6 to shoot. Good D by Lopez.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Williams-Goss, the pass to Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. On the high post, and that's good for 2. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell in the mid-range making great use of what the defense is giving him.
Jay, the pass to Lopez. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Passes it to Gobert. He dishes it to Mitchell. That shot off.
And you know what? He's just not on this game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Utah has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Kicks it to Davis. Pass to Williams-Goss. A shot missing. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And to Tecumbo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got 18 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Utah has possession. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Here's Williams-Goss. No points in the game yet for him. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Utah, they have really struggled at the line in this one, well under 50% so far.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Here's what Milwaukee's doing with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. There's a minute 40 left to play here in the half. A shot off that time, and Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Jay. Drills the three-pointer. Jay's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Milwaukee.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
We've got 1:23 left in the second quarter. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. The Jazz again can't hit it. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. The shot's good from James.
He's been a marksman this period. Their shot mechanics finally in sync.
59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded closely. Here's Davis. Utah the rebound. Bradley kicks to Niang. Now the pass to Williams-Goss. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Williams-Goss has got 4 this quarter. Jay, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And he knocks down the...
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Che, your first career start in an NBA game. You looked comfortable out there. Was this as good a performance as you could have hoped for?
Absolutely, DA, man. It definitely taken some adjustment, but I've, had the support of my teammates, the coaching staff, and the fans every step of the way. They believe it that, I'm a starter, and I hope my play has done enough to keep, that belief going strong.
Well, they've got a lot of information to work with, and you've done great so far. Thanks for your time. Guys?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Bledsoe is out there with Jay, and it's Middleton in at the 3. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Milwaukee, and it's in there. 21 points for Jay.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Williams-Goss. Stolen by Bledsoe. Pass to Jay. Here's the feed to Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Now at the moment here, let's take a look at our rookie leaderboard and who's putting up the most points per game. Well, you look at Jay, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And there's always firepower in every rookie class, but even among the top guns, he's the best of the best. He'll be an offensive force for years to come.
And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
The Jazz shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
I don't think there's much more you can do. Bogdanovic is too skilled and too strong on these finishes with contact.
Pass to Jay. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Williams-Goss, the pass to Mitchell. He kicks to Bogdanovic. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez with the block.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Jay, the pass to Lopez. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Gobert with the defensive effort. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Mitchell, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Mitchell's got 10.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Drops in the layup for 2. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter.
Wow, gentlemen, the quick first step of Donovan Mitchell gets the advantage, and it's over.
Jay, covered by Mitchell. Jay, the pass to Lopez. Here's Jay. Oh, good on the triple. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Williams-Goss. The dish to Mitchell. Fires it up. They get the rebound. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, for the last 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have been the colossus that stood over the NBA. There were thoughts that most teams were not willing to do things to be competitive, knowing that they could not beat the Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and then Kevin Durant. But the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the finals last year, combined with the injuries to Durant and Klay Thompson, have opened things up. And for the first time in a long time, there are any number of teams in this league that believe it's their time.
Probably so. The West is strengthened. There's no doubt, DA. Interesting matchups coming up for sure. Thank you. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Jay, covered by Mitchell. Shots good from Jay. Jay's got 27.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
The pass to Williams-Goss. Dishes it to Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Brook Lopez. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D-Wade with how he plays.
Here's Jay. Gobert with the block.
This is Gobert's specialty. Twice on the pipes from the Stifle Tower.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, Doris, you look at Joe Ingles. He's quietly become one of the better small forwards in the NBA.
And he is the prototypical don't judge a book by its cover, because they call him slow-mo Joe or average Joe. But dig a little bit deeper. This guy is a quality playmaker and a knockdown shooter. Rudy Gobert wears the number 27 to remind his doubters that that's where he was picked back in 2013.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
The Jazz shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. Mitchell with it. 16 points for him. And Doris very focused on earning league-wide respect as Gobert.
Well, Rudy Gobert, I thought, deserved to be on the All-Star team last year. Obviously, that did not happen. The entire Jazz organization was outraged. He will be an All-Star in the future. He is that much of a force.
Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
On to the right wing. Good.
Assists like that have typified your effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Jazz have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Yep, that one goes in there. Mitchell's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Inside, deflects the pass. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. Ingles against Ilyasova. The shot. And Donovan Mitchell again. Mitchell's got 22.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
The shot by Middleton. Wide open. No good on the 3. The Jazz have gone 7 of 11. A lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
Jay. Doris, this game always evolving. Fascinating to see the players who drive that change with their unique talents find a way to do things different.
Well, probably two guys currently that have revolutionized the way the game is played. Stephen Curry, with the incredible range he has on his three-point shooting. You've got to guard him as soon as he crosses the half-court line. And honestly, if the goal would be good from the other side of the half-court, he'd probably push it to out there. And James Harden, so prolific at drawing fouls. It might be maddening to the fans of opposing teams, but James Harden has led the NBA or been at the top of the free throw attempts list for years now.
Great example. Here's Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Marvin Williams.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call. .36 left in the fourth quarter. Lopez passes to Jay. 6 to shoot. A step back shot here. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Jay's got 30. Utah has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft. Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
Taking a look at the Jazz, Bradley is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Williams Goss in at the point. And the free throw good from Jay. The Jazz shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bucks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jay, the pass to Lopez. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Nice work, Che. Keep it up. Appreciate it, Coach.
Hey, good game, bro.
Appreciate it, solid. Che, talk to me about your first start. How did it feel out there? It looked like you were pretty comfortable. was kind of nervous at first. I was mostly just trying not to mess up, to tell you the truth. But yeah, man, you know what? I just want to give a big thanks to Coach for trusting, you know, in me and give me a chance to go out there and show everyone what I'm capable of. You know, everyone wants to, you know, they want that shot to prove that you belong. And when it comes, well, if it comes, you just try to make the best of it.
Jay, do any moments from tonight really stand out to you? Something you'll remember years from now?
You know, it's funny. I remember real specifically that feeling of, you know, waiting for the tip and just the electricity in the crowd. I remember looking around at my teammates and seeing everyone locked in, ready for battle. It was great, man. I just hope I've, you know, done enough to earn my spot and make these guys believe in me and what I can bring to this team.
You guys were firing in all cylinders tonight. I was wondering if you could talk about your defense. How were you able to stop those guys from getting all those shots that they wanted?
We were all dialed in on D tonight. And when everyone is on point like this, we can take away whatever you're trying to do. Doesn't matter who you are. Bring the heat. We got something for it.